Hello, hello. Oh my God. Oh boy, am I showing up a lot on TikTok right now because, well, why the heck not? My hair looks pretty good, and of course my hair looks good because I'm going to get it cut in like 2 days. What's a girl to do? So, hello, hello. Christine, nice to see you. I am assuming that this time zone is a little bit more amenable to you, so happy to be here while I can still be here on the tick and the talk. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. You can tell it's nighttime because I've got my robe on, and you can probably, as Paul Westerberger would say, Mr. Paul Westerberg would say, count the rings around my eyes. And actually, I just realized I have a total smudge on my glasses. Coffee and Chaos, hello from NC. Nice, nice, right back at you from PA. Originally from MA, and here in PA. And here we go. Ooh, that's bright. Oh, that's bright. Hey, we made it through to the day. At least, to me, it's 9 a.m. Oh, there we go. German maid and Coffee and Chaos. Perhaps you guys are next door neighbors. You never know. Stranger things have happened. Now, speaking of, here we go. Laura Gibbon Voorhees. I love it. I love it when I see people. Oh, hey, that's really cool. Christine pulled over to the side of the road with her backseat driver since the last session, and I overcame my resistance. I love it. I love it. Hi, Laura Gibbon Voorhees. Hi again. I'm going to go wash the dinner dishes so tomorrow starts with a clean slate. Yeah, don't you love that? Yes, I did that. And it just, in the Chuck Mangione kind of way, it just feels so good. You know what? It is, there we go. All right, I'm going to minimize this to minimize the brightness, but yay, good stuff, people. Good stuff. So, here we are. Beth After Dark, as they said. This is a very unusual week for all of us who know how important TikTok is and how much it's important to us. So this week could possibly still be or be our last week on TikTok. I don't know, and neither do you. There's stuff going on. It's hard to keep track of, but what I will say is this. I want to remember the way I left TikTok was with a bang and not a whimper. With a, oh yeah, I'm going to connect with as many people as possible. I am going to help as many people as possible. I am going to go. Here's the song that came to mind the other morning. I will share with you, okay? First of all, I love this. I love seeing the people. I love seeing the people from the early ones. Like Therapy Gal Sue was saying, folding the laundry I washed. Folding the laundry I washed earlier. Love it. Love it. Yeah, jammy time. Totally. I got the Jim Jams on, people. There you go. Bonus. The heater is blowing on my feet. Laura, my heater is blowing on my feet too, and I love it. I love being just the right temperature. So, hey, how about this? German Maid 95. Can we all give her a round of applause? Carla Jane, nice to see you. Stargazer too. Excuse me, Moon Stargazer. German Maid got my way overdue tax stuff finally in. Now on to the next year's, but hey, no, stop right there before you go any further. Not now on to the next thing. You're going to celebrate. You're going to dance to the music, okay? You just got your way overdue tax stuff finally in. If that does not deserve a round of applause, none of us, maybe some of us like to do our taxes. I will say, quote, doing my taxes is easier than ever before because I am decluttered paper-wise and I can help you with that. But please, people, please, as James Brown and Beth from Destination Decluttered TikTok Live and all that says, celebrate your wins. Grab yourself a General Foods International coffee and celebrate the moments of your life. That's a big deal that you got that done. Why not turn up the volume on that? Turn up the feeling good of it. That's the energy that can help you do the next year's even better. Okay, so let's all give German Maid 95 a round of applause. A round of applause, get it, for getting your way overdue tax stuff finally in. Doesn't it feel good? Yes, getting it off your plate, the weight off your shoulders, so good. Mary did some Amazon and Christmas returns. Rock on with your bad self. Very cool. Yay, there's some cheering going on. Yes, I am very excited. Okay, there we go. I love that idea. Erin says now putting clean sheets on the bed so I can hop in early. Nothing's like clean sheets. Sliding into the nice clean sheets. Yay. Sweets from the Heart says, Christmas is away. Tupperware drawer is organized. Thank you. You're welcome. Annalisa Pixel Pitbull. I haven't seen you in a while. And, yeah, I rarely, as you know that I tend to do the things that help me show up the best. And I tend to be an early morning person. And so I do most of my TikTok lives and coaching between the hours of like 6 a.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern. However, this week, I honestly, when I was like, really? Is it true that they could really be taking our community away from us, our TikTok away from us? I got sad, but then I got pissed and I got anger is an energy. And I said, F that noise. And what I decided to do was show up more than ever before because and I said, I'm going to show up during the evening hours of the East Coast because there may be night owls. There might be night owls. It's like 9 o'clock, I know, but there may be people on the other coast who have never been able to see me because I'm on so gosh darn early. So I want to go out with a bang and not a whimper. I'm gonna rage against the fading light. I'm not going to obey in advance. So I'm showing up even more than before, while I am also making my exit strategy plan. You guys, I have actively uploaded. I am continuing to upload all these TikTok lives, and I'm getting some of my existing content here over to to YouTube. I don't know exactly where I'm going to land if TikTok does in fact go away on Sunday, but I will find a place. Okay, so yay! That's why I'm here. Yay! Annalisa says, I love that you're doing more lives, and I'm glad I'm on your email list. Yes, email list. Rebel Yell. There you go. I'm doing the old Billy Idol. Okay, there we go. We're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. There we go. Oh, hey, this is funny. Somebody says, user 1963 says, my kids call clean sheet Crispies. Crispies. I love that. Very cool. Very cool. And I will tell you guys, I enjoy doing these TikTok lives. I will say the quantity is a bit to get used to, as somebody called it kind of rightly so, a marathon. I am doing number of chunks a day. Regardless of where we show up, if we continue to be on TikTok past the 19th or somewhere else, this quantity of TikTok lives is a special occasion. This is not sustainable for me, but I am willing and happy to do it because I want to make sure that we get as much time together as possible. And you have the opportunity to ask me any and every question about decluttering so that I can help you with the knowledge that is underneath this haircut, the knowledge that is in my heart underneath this leopard skin robe. I am here to share what I can while we still have a connection. So, I don't know. How can I help you? While you think of that, I'm gonna take myself a antacid because we had Chinese food and I burped up some and I felt gross. So pardon me. All right, there we go. Much better. Now, I love this. Laura Gibbon Voorhees, happy early birthday, or early happy birthday, or the both. Why not? Laura's birthday's on Sunday. If TikTok goes away on my birthday, I'm going to be bullshit, as my mother would say, as she was imitating Andre Renard. Yeah. I will be too. However, I am not going to allow the possibility of that to rain on my parade right now. Today is only Monday. We have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, what a day, we're all week with you. These days are You know it. You know it. We have many days between now and then. Why get sad in advance? The sadness in advance might possibly be for naught. Shall we? Let's. For naught. I feel like I'm doing Shakespeare. So don't get sadder and earlier than you have to. Worrying is getting fearful earlier. Don't get sad earlier than you have to. Okay? Let's enjoy our time together right now in the present moment. This Monday, January 13th at 9 o'clock in the evening. Okay? So, we're going to celebrate some TikTok. We're going to celebrate some decluttering people. We're going to help some decluttering people. I'm going to burst out into random songs. I will probably forget some words because it is late for me and I'm tired and I've been talking all day. And you may be surprised to know this, but off of TikTok, I am a fairly quiet, reserved, independent person. I am not jazz hands as much in the real world, but here I feel comfortable with you guys, so I let my jazz hands fly. So, speaking of, that's a really weird transition. But yeah, I actually, you know what, before I jump in, let me introduce myself. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Beth. I am a decluttering life coach, and my coaching is called Destination Decluttered because I love thinking about road trips. I love thinking about how you're in a car driving your life. I love quieting down the backseat drivers and listening to my co-pilot. And life is a highway, and I want to drive it all night long. Okay? So Julie Rose says, shredding paperwork I've had in a bank for a month. Love it, Julie Rose. You know what's really cool? Is I'm going to be doing this TikTok live until 10 p.m. Eastern. Then I'm going to slide into some quasi-clean sheets in the bed, but I'm going to be comfortable and go to bed. By the time I'm done, you're going to have so much less paperwork and so many more shreds than ever before. So how cool. So I love it. New Attitude 88. I got a new attitude. When I saw your email, I'm backing up to try to find it. Doodly bop bop, here we go. New Attitude says, when I saw your email, I won't obey in advance. I decided I will make as many as I can. Now let me help you with this too. Yes, there is a book called On Tyranny. I highly recommend you watch it, read it, whatever. The very first thing is do not obey in advance. So yeah, I am a very, very subtle yet very effective person that flips the bird at things like that I don't like. So I'm not going to obey in advance. I'm not going to get sad in advance. But what I want to offer to you, New Attitude, I took it upon myself to create the schedule for the TikTok lives. I said I can do this. I love it if you guys show up for as many as you want to, as you feel like you can do. But please do not feel obligated to show up unless you want to. And the quantity is aggressive. I admit it. This was like me all fired up on a Sunday morning going, I'm going to show up here and here and here and here. And then yesterday and today, I'm like, ooh, this is a little bit tiring. And I'm happy to do it. Do not get me wrong. But all I will say is no one will think less of you if you do not show up to many TikTok lives of me. I want you to use your time in a way that feels good to you. Because me doing this feels good to me, so I'm totally doing it. Okay? I just want to mention that. Now, all right. Carla Jane tore my office at the house down the hill and be bringing my desk up tomorrow. I love it. Boxes came and they're cool. Getting Beth ready for Wednesday. I love it. Bonnie Esther, it's been a hot minute. Nice to see you. Comrade Demadre, thank you for the microphone. I'm still irked. My husband didn't get me a Mr. Microphone for Christmas. Yeah. Annalisa says, I think they are banning TikTok because people were connecting in meaningful ways. I tend to not conspiracize. However, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if that has something to do with it. Hey, Lori Hanna, it's a double shot. Pew pew. All right. Laura Gibbon Voorhees, I need to spend these next few days making sure I keep connections with my TT besties. Yes. Um, and I am feeling cautiously optimistic about TikTok because why the hell not? Stranger things have happened, okay? Ed Markey, oh my God, the fact that I said Markey and put an R in there as opposed to Ed Markey at home, if you get a chance, he introduced something to the people to do something. I'm too tired to to remember anything except about how awesome and old school his Massachusetts accent is. If you hear that man, he said a word that just took me back to like my grandmother. It was, I can't remember, it was like not follow. I'm going to be on the flaw. And it was something, but man, the way he pronounced words just took me back decades to old school Boston accent. Not so much the masshole accent that many of us can put on in a hot minute. But take a listen to him. Yes, and don't worry, just prepare. Where there's a will, there's a way. I love this. Okay. Hey, I love it. Yeah, Erin says sadness is advance and worry is like paying a credit card you don't owe. Don't do it. Yes, and my vocal muscles are getting such a workout this week. Yes. Lori Hannah, oh, you're so nice. Hey, Christina Glendale, yes, I'll be your study buddy. Totally. Totally. Oh, so many things I'm catching up on. I apologize. Lori Hannah, we just met today. We've been working together for a while. Lori Hannah is saying, Beth is the best coach. My life has gotten so much better. It's 4 packages so far. Yeah. You're doing so good, my dear. You are doing so good. German May 95 is sorting and adding receipts as I speak. I love it. If anybody feels the desire to declutter in the next 44 minutes that I'm still on, feel free to do so. Jessica is saying, I'm going through 3 stacks of books and papers and magazines right now. I love it. CT Kamama is saying, I've been circling the parking garage for a bit, exiting and hit the road tomorrow. I love it. I love this too. Annalisa is saying, I just told my oldest child they need to tell their backseat driver to be quiet. Yes, it's a wonderful concept. Kids know what it's like to be in the car. And when it feels fun that you're going someplace fun, it can be exciting. And that's when you're quiet. Ooh, I don't have to worry. Mom's taking us someplace good. You know? Yeah. Okay, Coffee and Chaos, going through all the... Here's a funny thing. Coffee and Chaos and German Maid. North Carolina, there's a thing about receipts. Going through all the receipts from Christmas, all the returns have been made, and time to get rid of this paper. Love it. Very cool. Very cool. Bobby Dugas says, yes, I love that man today. Yeah. You have to be exhausted, Gigo Algina. No, thank you. I am tired. I'm not going to lie. My eyes are feeling a bit dry. But what I will say is this, you guys, and this is part of coaching. I have paced myself. Okay? I know I'm a little bit tired, but I'm not running on empty. I took multiple times today to both rest by like laying on the bed and going out for a walk, by hydrating, by eating some healthy food, by wearing clothes that are comfortable, and frankly, scheduling these TikTok lives far enough apart so there was time to recuperate in between. Because if this is a marathon, I don't like driving Boston. Like, this is not the Boston Marathon. This is a road trip. So you pace yourself so that tomorrow, when I wake up early to get back on this road trip, I feel well rested, and I have also factored in some time to take care of myself. I say this today, and yeah, I say this today, and I got totally distracted by your message, Lori Hannah. Holy Manoli, I had no idea. My heart goes out to you, Lori. We'll deal. But she says, but that means I have more time to finish decluttering while I look for a job. My goodness. Weird shit happens all the time. Take care of yourself. Everybody. Lori, everybody. All right? So, pace yourself so that you can go the distance. Do not crash and burn. Okay? B. Moore says, wow, a treat to see you this evening. Yes, I will share with you at least this much. Today's Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I will also be on in the evening. Now, it may not be at this exact same time, but I will be on in the evening. If you want to know the exact same time, the people on the mailing list, you know where to look. The secret page. Ooh. If you're not on the mailing list and you want to know when I'm going to be doing these TikTok lives this week, sign up. DestinationDecluttered.com. Zoop down to the bottom. We decided that zoop is a verb. Zoop down to the bottom of the homepage. Put in your email address. Promise you're not a robot. Submit it. You're good. Yeah. I love it. Nana Joe says, I'm in bed watching. I get up at 5 to drive the bus. Yes. I get up at 6 o'clock and I start coaching at 6 a.m. So I'm going to be zooping myself into bed as soon as this is done. You know? So, yeah. Join us in the secret club. Yes, because in the club, we all fam, right? Look at me, kids. I'm so of the moment. Yes, self-care, Bobby Dugas. Self-care is the name of the game in 2025 and beyond. Because if you don't take care of yourself, think about how you take care of your car. You may take care of your car better than you take care of yourself. You may take care of yourself as poorly as you take care of your car. I don't know. But your car, you take care of it, it will last longer. Take a picture, it will last longer. Okay? So take care of yourself, no matter what year or what day. Have that be built into your schedule, because it will provide you with feeling good going the distance. If I tried to do this and I didn't pause, if I didn't pull my car over and stretch, if I didn't pull over for like healthy snacks, even just water, if I didn't pull over for the evening and stay at the cute little roadside motel, if I didn't slow down and enjoy the journey as I was going by, this would not be fun for me. And if it's not fun, I don't want to do it. I want you to try to have fun, and having it feel good can have fun or something like that. Okay? So, I love it. So Betty Chavez is saying, OMG, thank you so much. I've been decluttering since your first live this morning. So much done. Okay, then pull over. Everybody, this is the time of day, regardless of where you live. Start to pull over and look for some cute little, I'm pretending we're on a road trip, okay? Know that there is going to be a cute little motel, mom and pop owned, totally clean, totally safe, fresh, clean sheets crispies you can zip into, lock the door, cuddle up, take care of yourself. If you've worked hard today, and everybody here I know has, that your gas tank may be a little bit on the getting to empty side. So pull over, plug in the car so it charges up, get yourself taken care of, and so that when you wake up tomorrow, you're feeling better and you have more gas in your tank. Okay? Now, this is kind of fun. Nana Joe says, my 34-year-old daughter moves out Sunday, and I get a whole free room to use as a sorting room, but then destination, craft room. Yeah. This is why I call my coaching Destination Decluttered, because I think of everything. I just throw it into like the road tripalizer. So what would I do if I were planning a road trip? Literally, that is the game changer thing that clicked with me a number of years ago. I had many things going on good in my life. I don't want to say it was all crappy, but there were a number of things that I just couldn't figure out. And it was bugging me. And I said to myself, I can plan such a cool road trip. I have so much fun planning cool road trips and I make them happen. Why can't I plan my life like a road trip? I'm so good at it on the road. Why can't I just do that with my life? And then my co-pilot, who's kind of sassy pants, but a loving sassy pants, much like myself, said, I don't know. Why can't you? I think I was imitating my actress friend Heather Plank right there. I don't know. Why can't you? Why can't I plan my life like a road trip? If your life were a road trip, how do you plan a road trip? Well, I pick some place that I'm excited to get to. And so to me, right here with us, this is Destination Decluttered. Are you excited to have a decluttered home? Right here, the heart, right here. Are you excited? Wouldn't you love to be a pepper too? Wouldn't you love to live in a decluttered home? Yeah, that'd be nice. It smells nice, it looks nice, you don't trip on stuff. It's easy to do things, you can find stuff. It's easy to it just is easy and it feels good to live in a home where you have the right amount of things for you, where you know where all those things are. The ones that you have work well. You can easily use them, easily find them, easily put them away. Easy, easy, easy. Yes, as Erica Lenz and Judy, and so nice. So we have both the Beach Boys and Astrid Gilberto here. Yes, and Carla Jane knows, woohoo, no tripping or falling on stuff. Everything would have a home. That's your destination decluttered. If you're excited to get there, the excitement is going to help you start the journey. So that's why I say one of the very first steps, not the first step, but one of the very first steps in decluttering is defining your destination. And right now, it can be as simple as destination decluttered. Not having as much clutter in my house. And clutter is both a noun and a verb, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm too tired to look it up on the internet. Because you can have items that you call clutter, but also sometimes the way in which you display and store and merchandise and decorate can be cluttery. You may need all those items, but the way you have them around your house may be cluttery, right? So here's a fun thing. So Erica is asking any ideas on storage and organizing your craft stuff. Holy moly, yes. And Be More says, yes, that's my biggest need, really. A place for everything and everything in its place. Now, it's really interesting to me because there are some of those statements that just roll off the tongue. And that I know there's an official term for that, like the only thing you have to fear is fear itself and all that, a place for everything and everything in its place. It's true, but before we even start to make a home for something comes the decluttering. There is an order of operations. There is a certain order that you do things that makes it easier. So start with the decluttering first. Do not worry about where you're going to store it until you decide if you want it or not. Unless, sometimes if you want it or not is going to make a decision. Think about it. We were talking about it earlier today in the previous TikTok Live, previously on LA Law. That's what's in my brain. We were talking about books. Well, I offer to you, how can you buy a bookcase if you don't know how many books that you actually want to put in them? Because the amount of books is going to determine the size of the container. So what I say to you, Erica, and to Be More, is to declutter your stuff first, your craft stuff, for example. So Erica, this is what I recommend, is you have stuff in your home somewhere that is called your craft stuff. I suggest putting like items together. And maybe you'll get a house tour someday, Jelly Bee. We'll see. You've gotten more glimpses into my house. But I'm distracting myself because I'm trying to, pay attention to everybody. But this is important, so I'm gonna put on my scheduled Beth Blinders, Cat Roby, and I'm gonna talk about decluttering, a process of decluttering, because it can be for anything you want it to be. This is the process. Okay? All right, so Erica is saying, I decluttered the craft stuff. Decluttering is deciding. Decluttering is deciding what you want to keep and what you want to not keep. So you've done that part. Awesome. But it's in random boxes and you'd like it more tidy. So notice those two clues you gave yourself. You've got the music in you, much like Kiki D. You have the answers in you. It's in random boxes. So what's the opposite of random boxes? Maybe not so random boxes. Maybe, for example, boxes that match. Not so random. Boxes that look like they look to go together. So I want it to be not random and more tidy. Now, what does tidy mean for you? So notice this. So if you want, notice you have the answers. Sometimes though, your brain flips it around backwards. It gives you the negative. I don't like how it's this way. All you need to do is flip it over to find out how you do want it. If I don't want it random, I want it organized. Not randomized, sorted. I want it looking like it belongs. Okay? So notice that. What I would also recommend is having it be picking containers that will match not only the amount of stuff you have, but where you want to store it. Okay? So Rochelle is offering, I use see-through smaller totes labeled with the contents. Rochelle, I love that. Let's reiterate two things I really love about what she just said. I use see-through containers so you can see what you have without having to open it up. The other thing that will make it easier for you are going to be labels, because labels will help you from a distance. From a distance, you will know what is in those things, so you don't even need to walk up to it or open it to see what's in there. That's why earlier today when I was talking about totes, I was saying how I like a clear tote with a white lid. I do not like those black ones with the yellow labels, the yellow tops, because you definitely need to label those things and you still don't know how much you have in that tote. It can be empty. And yay, Laura Gibbon Voorhees, look, we're duetting, you know? I love it. So notice what you can do. Clear totes too. Tippecanoe and clear totes too. I don't know if that's it. The other thing though is knowing where you want to store the things. That also may inform the container you choose. If you notice behind me, I feel like Carol Merrill on The Price is Right or something, but I found boxes that are just the right width for these shelves right here. I also picked, when I was starting to collect these vintage train cases, I picked ones that would kind of fit into these boxes themselves because I already had this giganto container right here. Okay, so notice that. Okay, now Carla Jane says you can buy the scan codes from Amazon. It will allow you to list everything and see it when scanning. That could be an option. Play with that. See if that works for you. We're interrupting for a news flash. Laura Gibbon Voorhees, dishes done and put away. Awesome. Dishes done and put away. Rock on. Yay. Hand slap, slap, slap. I love it. The color red even makes it look more organized. Yes. Notice how. Here's a funny thing, you guys. Let me share this with you. For decades, I have been able to make surfaces look good. I am a very, very visual person, and I was reminded as early on as high school and even before, I liked making things look good. I think it has something to do with being kind of creative and artistic myself, but also because I grew up in a cluttered, messy house. And making things look good and neat helped me feel kind of in control of at least my environment. I then went on to get my art degree, and then I worked in visual merchandising. I worked at Pier 1 and Mikasa and Filene's, and I've done photography, so I'm a very visual person. I know how to merchandise something to make it look good. So some of the tricks of merchandising, like items together, similar colors. At one point, so Laura says, I wish we had bought clear all along. Maybe we can gradually transition, another opportunity to sort. Yes. So I did that. I didn't always have kind of matchy totes from, I just got the cheapy ones, the Sterlite ones with the at Target with the tops on them. But I didn't always have those. But what I did was when I would declutter, I would transition into those ones. And then when I was donating things, I would donate things in the totes that I didn't want. And also, please, when you're picking totes, and think about this, and this is going to sound dark and serious, but it is. When you are storing things away in totes, make sure they're not so big that if you need to escape from a fire and your stuff is in totes and it's stuff you want to keep, that it's a tote that you can easily carry, that it's not too big and it's not overloaded with stuff so you can't carry it. That is serious, okay? Also, even when you're moving stuff up and down from the basement or the cellar to the first store or to the attic or whatever, to be able to carry those totes. There are huge totes that are too big and too bulky that you may leave the heavy stuff behind. So I offer that as a really, I'm looking at my evacuation prep thing that a client sent me. So do not discount the need for your containers to be something that you can easily move yourself. If you can't easily move it, you won't move it and it may get left behind. Okay? So, decluttering comes before kind of merchandising and putting things into containers, but also put them in containers that are going to be easy for you to use. Also, those containers, and not everything's a tote. Your silverware drawer is a container. Your clothing bureau is a container. Your cupboards are containers. The things you put in those containers that are fixed, like in your kitchen and stuff. Excuse me. Oh, somebody lit up a gift and they gave me a donut. Thank you. What I want to suggest is keep in mind, and this is I'm pulling from my age, my decades in retail management. The things you don't use often, put them further away, and then the things you use on a daily basis, keep them close at hand. Many of us are going through this right now because we are taking down our holiday decor and then we're putting it away, and we probably won't take it out again until December 1st of next year, if not sooner or later than then. So what I do is we put it in the farthest corner of the basement because we don't need to interact with it for the next 11 months. Okay? So even that type of stuff with that concept in my whole house, I offer to you, Erica, think about, oh, thank you. Somebody's giving me the heart. Thank you very much. Think about the crafts you do most often, and maybe you have those things close by. The crafts you do not as frequently, maybe those things are on a lower shelf, in a closet, as opposed to right immediately. Now, I use my highlighters and my pens and my little whiteout pen all the time. So this tends to be either on the shelf below here, because I like a clean surface, or up here. There are other things down there in the back on my little cart here that I don't use as often. So when I want them, I know where to get them. Okay? I know where they are when I need them, but they're not in the way of my everyday doings. Okay? So I love this. The Real Math Ferg is saying, I'm learning this lesson recently. Things used every day are in high traffic areas. Yeah. Yeah. This is efficiency. This is working smarter, not harder. This is why I love thinking of when we design a house that is decluttered for you, that it doesn't just look good on the surface, but it functions well. That to me is design. Things can look good, but if they don't work well, to me that's a fail. But when things look good and function well, chef's kiss. So that's why I offer to you to think of the stuff that you're keeping. How often do you use it? Yeah. And buying containers to fit the space, maybe. But also it's got to fit the stuff as well. Like, for example, I did specifically pick out these boxes right here because they fit those, it's like, ooh, they fit perfectly. I love that. But also because the items that I was putting in there were pieces of like 8.5 by 11 paper or bigger. And so I didn't want it to be too small. I wanted it to fit the contents and the space I had it. So that's a little bit more in like the merchandising of your stuff and the making it look good once you declutter. But please note that, this is so funny. I'm going to kind of rephrase this. Don't buy the containers before you do the sorting. You got to sort it before you store it, is my kind of little catchphrase to say it. The decluttering will then let you know what you have left to actually store. If you buy the containers thinking it's going to solve your decluttering problem, you may be up for a rude awakening. Can you tell I'm getting past my bedtime, right? I'm like, blah, I'm all tongue-titled, right? So just get curious about the efficiency, laying out your stuff so it's easy to do the things that you do on a daily basis. The things you do on a weekly or monthly or seasonal basis, like seasonally, for example. Like my seasonal clothes are in 2 totes at the bottom of this. I've got this closet, right? So I don't have to dig through my summer clothes to find my winter clothes, because my summer clothes are now in totes and my winter clothes are in my bureau and in the closet. When it gets warmer out here in Pennsylvania, I'll do a quick flip. So it'll be easier for me to find my warm weather clothes and not have to dig through my cold weather clothes. Okay? So there we go. Laura Gibbon Voorhees is saying, rude awakening. I have stacks of empty bins. Okay. Notice that. That means that's the evidence of decluttering. Okay? So that's good. What I recommend is decide for yourself. Now, you know how, has anybody here ever said, I can't be the only one who said, ooh, that's a good box. I'm keeping that. That's a good box. Okay? I want you to think of the same thing with your containers, your totes, your bins. If you have bins and totes that you don't like anymore, that aren't easy to use, easy to see what's in them, easy to carry, easy to label, easy to put on a shelf, if they don't work well for you, this is what I recommend. When you go to donate things you don't want, put them in the totes you don't like and donate them together. Okay? The other thing too, Julie Rose is saying all the time, I have boxes in my garage. Here's a really funny thing, a timely message, okay? Because I say timely, specifically here where I live, because I live in a town that picks up the trash. They pick up the trash and the recycles where we live on Tuesday morning, early Tuesday morning. So tonight in our house is trash and recycle night. We have a bin for trash and a bin for recycles. We also have an accumulation of cardboard boxes down the basement because my husband has recently gotten some equipment, and also we have a habit of throwing them down there thinking we're going to use them for something. So tonight is one of those nights where I says to him, hey, before you put out the recycles, please go downstairs and really take a look and say, are some of these a shape and size of a box that I may use again, or are these some random sizes? Like he got like mic stands and a bunch of like other random things that I'm like, we're never going to mail something in that. So you may accumulate boxes thinking you might use them, but check your accumulation and say, have I used these? And if not, which ones can I knock down and put in the recycles this week? Okay? Now, Julie Rose says, I vowed after Christmas I'd get rid of at least half the boxes. I love it. California recycles too. Rock on. I love recycling. So, all right. Not to be a rude awakening, as somebody just used the phrase earlier. So after Christmas, technically it is after Christmas right now. In 2 days, it's going to be halfway through January. Crazy, right? And so I offer to you, Julie Rose, could you recycle some boxes this week? Could everybody take a look at the boxes you've saved and say, do I really need all these boxes? Which are my least favorite boxes? Which are the ones that are kind of junky? I like a nice box, you know? So Kim Christensen says, and you can always make boxes. And you know what? Honestly, and you probably are going to have more boxes coming to your house. There we go. CT Kamama says, I get rid of all boxes. They just keep coming. They do. And I say, I don't mail out things like I used to. And when I do, I am being all rich and I go down to the post office and I will get a box there when I need it. Okay? So, I love it. You've thrown a few away already. Awesome. Here's a funny thing. This is one of the things that I actually rail against Apple products for. They make the box. Ooh, it's such a nice box. Oh, I'm making such a purchase. But then you're stuck. You feel like this box is almost too good to throw away. It's because Wendy M is saying, I just threw out phone boxes for version 3 and I'm on version 14. Yeah, so sometimes to me, that's not good design at all because you don't really need that box, but you feel weird throwing away a good box. And sometimes if it's a really good box, you even might be like, is this recyclable? I'm not sure. That to me is not good design at all. So screw you, Amazon. Screw you, Apple. Yeah. Nana Joe's hoping for a snow day tomorrow to work on stuff. I love a snow day. I will go to my grave being a little kid who's excited about a snow day. Snow days have a different energy. Like that playing hooky on the real world. So here, everybody do a snow dance for Nana Joe, okay? Now Carla Jane is using her boxes too for decluttering, and she said we took over 50 boxes to the road last week. You know, I love it. Therapy Gal Sue says I took one for putting my donations in and put the rest in recycling. Love it. Love it. Okay, here we go. Yes, we totally need adult snow days. All right, here I'm backing up for a little bit. Here we go. You can get free boxes at the post office, totally. Have to tell you, I was so excited to declutter my travel. It's so funny, I forgot my shirts. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Wendy M. I get weird tossing boxes of items around gift holidays. Like they don't need to know what we got. Yeah. You can also turn the boxes inside out. You know what I mean? Cut them in half. Trust me, when I worked at Pier 1 and Mikasa, I am an expert at breaking down boxes, filling up a dumpster, all of that stuff. Okay? I only have the one I wore. It's going to happen. You got to laugh at yourself. Isn't that funny? That happened to me recently when I traveled. There was something I completely forgot that was really needed. I don't know why I forgot it, but, the brain. Yeah, Christine Gormley, you on at night? Good to see you. Nice to see you, too. I will let you know. I'm only on for another 13 minutes. I am showing up now because if we don't have TikTok this time next week, I want to go out with a bang. This is the song that was going through my head when I was thinking about this, when I went on my walk on Sunday morning, and I was like, I don't want to feel bummed out. And I said, you know what? Is that all there is to a fire? Is that all there is? Is that all there is? If that's all there is, my friends, then let's keep dancing. Let's break out the booze and have a ball. If that's all there is. So if TikTok's going to go away, I'm going to be here every moment that TikTok is here. I am going to connect with these people that I haven't seen in a while. I am going to show myself to people who maybe never ever saw me in the 2.5 to 3 years I've been on TikTok, because I typically show up in the morning. And I know that not just morning people are clutter people. So I'm going to be like, hey, I'm still going to be doing decluttering and coaching and lives. It may not be on TikTok. It's going to be somewhere else. So if you like what I do, and even if we just met, if you want to hang out, I've got a mailing list you can hop onto that's free, it's low key, it's wicked fun, and we get stuff done. So that's why I am showing up late at night, outside of my comfort zone, just because I'm tired, and multiple days and multiple times during the day for the next 4 or 5 days. That's why I'm here. Okay? So, what do we got? Wendy M says, I beat up the boxes so they look old and not new. I love it. Oh, that's fun. B. Morris saying, I am having a nothing new year. Very cool. Yeah, I just realized that Gen X said 2020 ruined the snow day premise. They make them work online. No fair. Kids need snow days. God damn it. All right, here we go. Yeah, the poor kiddos. See, everybody needs to take a break. We can't always be working machines. We need to chill. We need to have fun, and we need to have unexpected delights like a snow day. Okay? Now, Julie Rose says, I'm very grateful I found you a couple years ago. I'll listen to you on YouTube. Yes, I will be showing up more on YouTube. and teachers, totally, Christine, teachers need the snow days too. Yeah. Carla Jane says we had a snow day Friday here. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, when you work from home and you're your own business person, you don't get it from yourself, but you still get that fun feeling. All right? So, what can I help you with in the next 10 minutes? Yes. No, there's nothing. Mental health days are not expected for perfect attendance. Again, get very curious when the word perfect comes into use. Because perfection at what cost? And corporate America needs adult snow days too. I used to do this. We had fire days. Yeah, oh, Chica Pepsi. No fun. We had fire days in California. Yeah. You need snow days. And sometimes, here's the deal with corporate America. If they don't give them to you, you need to take them. Take your snow days. Feign a cough. Use the time that they give you. Take the time they give you. There's nothing noble about not taking the time that's due to you. They will drop you in a hot minute. Look what just happened to Lori Hanna. I talked to her today. We were talking about work. Next thing you know, she says she got laid off today. So take the time for yourself, okay? And totally, user 8274 is asking, would you do lives on YouTube in addition to posting videos? Oh, hell yeah. Yes, 100%. I will do that. That's why you will find me on YouTube and not Blue Sky, because Blue Sky's like Twitter and you can't do videos. So that's why I have chosen, but I have actively been adding videos to my YouTube channel for years from here, because nobody was showing up at my YouTube lives, and so many cool people were showing up for my TikTok. So I said, I'm just going to show up at TikTok. You know? Yeah. Yeah, sick of being here every day. Yeah, even with your decluttering, please take a snow day. Get away from it. Get away so you can come back. Yeah. So notice this. Again, somebody said earlier, and I apologize, I'm tired so I don't remember names, said self-care is the word. Well, the word self-care is the way for 2025. It will be. Yes, I already have the same I am still Destination Decluttered. You go there right now and you'll see, actually, here's a fun thing. I'm going to look at it right now. Boopity bop. And I have uploaded the TikTok lives that I did today at 9 a.m., at 3 p.m., and at 6 a.m. They're already up there on my YouTube channel. Destination Decluttered at YouTube. And I have them all chunked down. Now, what I don't have on there a lot, and I need to work on in the next few days, is uploading more of the little small videos that I have. I may not be able to get them all on there because of just time and stuff, but we'll see. Okay, yes, I have 546 videos on my YouTube channel. I don't want that to overwhelm you. I just want to give you options. Okay, look at me, plus another guy. Okay, so there we go. Carla Jane, go sledding. Yes. Yeah, take your time, people. They won't give it to you. You got to take it. You got to stand up for your right. You got to stand up for yourself. You got to fight for your right to party. Employers, unscrupulous, not cool employers, will try to extract everything out of you and leave you a dry husk. You got to protect yourself. You have to take care of yourself, because you can't rely on a job to take care of you. Okay? And you take every benefit they give you, you take them and you use that time. Okay? So, there we go. That one persona. Hey, couldn't hang with you today, but looking forward to spending time with you tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow I will be doing multiple TikTok lives. They will be at a variety of hours. They will start at top of the hour. I'll give you that clue. But what I will encourage you to do is, if you're on the mailing list, go to the secret page. They're all listed right there. The schedule is right there. Also, you guys, this is a late night. Only you guys know. One of the things I did between TikTok lives, between the last one and this one, is I got the invitations ready and linked, and everything ready for the the decluttering parties for February. So if you are on the mailing list, you know where to go to find those invites. find the dates of the decluttering parties. That I'll share with you. The dates are Saturday, February 1st, Sunday, February 2nd, Saturday, February 8th, and Saturday, February 15th. We all show up at 12 on Zoom, 12 p.m. Eastern until 1:30 p.m. Eastern, and we declutter together forever. The last TikTok live, you guys, after that, I had Mr. Astley, going through my head for like 20 minutes. So if a decluttering party sounds interesting to you, join the mailing list. If you're on the mailing list and you want to join in, you can buy your tickets. Buy your tickets now, and half of the ticket proceeds goes to helping homeless women. Okay? So that's a sneaky peeky thing that I was going to send out an email to the list, but here's what I know about myself, and I want to share this with you. I am running out of gas. So I know that that's not the time for me to write an email. What I'm going to do is say, it can't hurt to wait until tomorrow when I have more gas in my tank. Okay? But I just figured I'd give you that little sneaky peeky. Okay? Have fun, get it done, enjoy the journey. And Adult Snow Days 2025. Danielle, I love it all. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yes, I watched one while decluttering. Yes, those TikTok videos that are uploaded to my YouTube channel are a really fun way to have fun, not feel like you're alone, and get it done. Okay? No, and here's the good thing. 8274, I can't turn on my Zoom camera. You might see my clutter. Yeah, I might. I don't care. But you might care, and that's fine. Many people never turn on their camera and never even, speak up or use the chat. You don't have to. Okay? How do we get on the list? Oh, that would be helpful for me to mention. Thank you, Lark. My website is destinationdecluttered.com. When you go to that website, you'll see a picture of me typing on a thing, and you scroll to the bottom of that home page. Read it if you like, but if you just want to get on the mailing list, you'll know where my you'll know where my website is. Scroll to the bottom of the home page, you'll see a form. The form says, want to jumpstart? I was trying to be clever. Put in your email address, promise you're not a robot, boom, you're on the list. You'll know you're on the list because you'll get a thank you or a congratulations page, and then you should be getting an automatic email sent to you with a link to the secret page. Okay? If you don't get that email, please check your spam folders and filters and things like that. If you check the filters and you still don't find it, email me so I can look and see what is going on behind the scenes. For example, today, somebody signed up and they put .co. They didn't put .com for their email address. So it came up as blocked. I was able to then notice it and fix it, but sometimes I don't notice those things because I don't actively go in there. Okay? So if you've signed up for the mailing list and you haven't received any emails, check. They might be caught like lint in the filter. Okay? So, destinationdecluttered.com. Yes. Erin says, thank you for showing up to keep us company. I got stuff done instead of watching TV. Okay? I love it. Now, I only get 2 minutes, but let me share this with you. I am a little bit tired. I'm a little bit country, and I'm a little bit rock and roll, and I'm a little bit tired. But you know what? This is a good kind of tired. This is a good kind of tired. I hope you are feeling a good kind of tired today. I hope before you go to bed that you are looking in the rear view mirror and reflecting. Get it? Rear view mirror, reflection. You're in a car. See what I did there? You're reflecting on all the good stuff that happened to you today. When you are looking back and reflecting, those of you who coach with me, you know what I'm going to talk about. You write that stuff down. I've been doing it. I've been doing it today. I did a TikTok live. I coached. I did a TikTok live. I coached. I created and published invites. And before I go to bed, I'm going to say, I did a TikTok live. Notice the good things that happened and you made happen. Feel good when you go to bed and wake up in the morning remembering, I did good stuff yesterday. What good trouble am I going to get in today? Okay? So, notice this. Wendy is saying, I'm laying in bed, but all I see is a dog's backside. All right, give that little doggy a smack on the butt like a good pup they are, okay? I'm going to sign off in just a moment. But tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, happy days, I am going to show up multiple times throughout the day on TikTok. Show up when you can. I highly recommend, many people did this, is they used the time together to declutter so you didn't feel like you were alone. But you know what's going to work better for you, so trust your instincts. Declutter when it's appropriate, hang out and just hang out. All right, Gen X, I'll see you tomorrow. Good, I missed last night. You know what? We have good stuff going on, people. All right, I'm going to bed. Good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. And I'll see you tomorrow on The Muppet Show. Okay? Bye-bye.